Hey there, it's Anonymous T, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Sending good vibes and good energy your way, you guys. And today we're talking Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys know why you're here. Lots of Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff that's going down, you guys, because they, for whatever reason, do not let up. And we have some beef, you guys. We have some beef because it's still Destiny versus fellow content creator versus fellow YouTuber Anthony Lofties, and she is posting that she is basically at the shooting range, basically trying to protect herself from people, that she feels that she is in danger. She, as you guys know, she was upset about the open house at LeBarrick's house and was upset that, you know, Anthony did a tour of the home and obviously exposed that Destiny was essentially still living there until the house sells, basically, right? And, you know, presented these false narratives, tried to say that these were private showings and that it was an invasion of privacy, when LeBarrick himself posted that this was an open house of his house, right? So she's upset. She also did an interview with this particular YouTuber and didn't like how things went. And it's just been nonstop. It's just been like a back and forth and everything else ever since. And so Anthony has responded and said the following, said, "Man, go somewhere and sit down. All of your subliminal messages, nobody is afraid of you. I'm definitely not going back to your LeBarrick home. Move the F on. I'm really going to be honest. Next time I go to Huntsville, I'm visiting LeBarrick. Already got the invitation. Trust and believe I accepted. I'm not going to fumble the bag, especially when it's about business and networking. Keep playing with me, and I'm going to release more receipts about the current court case you're in. The one your attorney decided to quit on because of your bad attitude. OMG. OMG, the block is hot. Now, I'm not sure which court case this is in reference to, because there is a rumor that there was an alleged court case, that Destiny was trying to accuse LeBarrick of mistreatment of their son when basically the son just had an insect bite, you guys. So I'm not sure if this is reference to that court case or if this is a different court case, you guys. But nonetheless, this also tracks with the rumors that, you know, Destiny was lazy when it came to filming for Love and Marriage Huntsville. She always complained. She always wanted to do the bare minimum, while everyone else, for the most part, is pretty cooperative with production and with filming and everything else. And of course, she barely wanted to share her true life as it, you know, began with anyways. So it wouldn't surprise me if, in fact, attorneys are quitting on her because she has this attitude, you guys. And here's the thing. When people, like I said in the Stormy videos, when people have this negative spirit, when they have this negativity, when they feel like, you know, they can get away with anything and everything, and they're just flat out nasty, these are the things that happen. This is how quickly, you know, your life changes before your eyes, to where you essentially think one moment you have everything. You have a marriage, you have a baby, you have a brand new house worth $500,000, and then it all falls apart. And you're on a reality show, and everything just completely falls apart, you guys. And this is where you see somebody who has not realized yet that they are rock bottom. But what I don't understand is taking shots at YouTubers is the appropriate approach, you guys. Like, for me, at the end of the day, this is all entertaining. There is nothing malicious about any of this. At the end of the day, these reality stars literally sign up to open up their reality to us, right? We wouldn't know who these people are if they were not on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys, right? So, therefore, you cannot get upset to where your lies have caught up with you, and then somebody posts a video that basically debunks a lot of the lies that you were telling people, and then people dig up even more receipts on you and find out that you know, didn't have your license, and that you were lying about numerous things that people had to call you to the carpet about, and now you want to take it out and throw these shots at people who are basically saying, hey, if you kept it a buck with us from the start, we wouldn't have to keep coming for you. So it's not personal in regards to most of us content creators when we are, you know, revealing what the real is on a lot of these reality stars and celebrities and things of that nature. When it becomes personal is when certain people like Destiny want to, zone in on a particular person and, basically make them, the target for everything and make them the excuse for why they're behaving the way that they're behaving, right? And so, and it happens to all of us, right? Because remember, you guys know Phonics Unhooked tried to, she tried to come for somebody that wasn't my name, because she couldn't even say my name correctly, but I don't even say her name at all. So there's that. But it happens to where people get upset when you talk about them, and if you do not suck up to them, if you ignore their flaws, if you ignore the bad things that they are saying and they're doing, they feel a certain way. And so they think that if attacking you and throwing shots at you is going to lower your profile, is going to turn, viewers and subscribers off to you, it actually does the opposite. It actually has more people interested in your content. It has more people interested in your channel to see what you're talking about. And the place where Destiny is at a disadvantage is that she's told so many lies over the years, over the short period of time she's been on Love and Marriage Huntsville, that if she really is in danger, a lot of people are going to be skeptical, right? A lot of people are going to be skeptical because they're like, okay, are you just going to say this because basically you've been exposed and you have nowhere else to turn and you have nowhere else to go? Or is there something else going on? Or are you, fabricating this to blame it on a blogger like another one of your former co-stars did? And then the reality of it is you actually have real drama with somebody else. But it's easy to pin it on a content creator because they have, subscribers, they have a reach, they have an audience of people. So if you blurt out their name or you throw out specific subliminals that is going to track back to that particular content creator, then people are going to try to put two and two together and think that there might be something to it. But that's where you have to be careful. It is not okay to lie on people, and it is not okay to lie about, your safety and, the safety of and well-being of yourself and everything else that is going on just to gain sympathy from fans. That is not okay either, you guys. It's one thing if you just wanted to go to the gun range and you want to learn how to shoot and everything else. It's another if you are trying to throw a threat out there or throw some type of shot out there as though you literally need a gun and that you're literally trying to use the gun against a potential content creator or what have you because you don't like that they filmed inside LeBarrick's house and saw some of your personal items that were exposed in the video. But that's not the fault of the content creator, you guys. If you know in advance that there is going to be an open house, which means anybody and everybody that's open to the public can come through, can take pictures, can take video, can search every nook and crevice of your house to see how you live, and especially with heightened interest because they know that the homeowner and their ex was on a reality show, that should have been a no-brainer to have as much stuff cleaned out as possible, and that the stuff that you did have in there should be only for staging purposes. There should not be anything that people should be able to film or take a picture of during an open house that can pin back to make you look bad, right? But people aren't thinking like that, and you would think somebody who supposedly has a background in real estate would be on top of things like that, but the problem is they played checkers instead of chess and thought that if they sabotaged the open house by leaving the house in a bad condition, in a condition to where people would not be interested in purchasing the home at that point in time, that was going to extend their time for them to squat longer in the home. But what they failed to realize was that it did irreparable damage to their reputation. It did irreparable damage to what people think of them and how they live as a person. And that is why so many people came for Destiny, was because the lies were just piling up and people were sick of the nonsense. People were sick of being gaslit and people were sick of being lied to. So this wasn't a quote unquote an invasion of privacy. An open house is not an invasion of privacy. If you are literally opening up the house that you are hoping to sell, it is your responsibility to make sure that there is nothing in your house that is out in the open that people can open, whether it is in a closet, whether it is in a drawer, whether it is anywhere that can open up anything for scrutiny and for you to be criticized and for you to be dragged. I'm sorry, you guys. right? And I don't think it was intentional as far as, what the film was showing. Literally, anybody, even if it wasn't a YouTuber that took that footage, it would have been a fan. Because it sounded like there was fans there that were touring the house anyways, right? So just as easily, a fan could have sent in footage themselves too if they wanted a YouTuber to report on it or to react to it as well, right? But it just so happens that it was a content creator that was the one that ended up, going out there and actually filming what was in that open house and filming what the conditions were of that home. And ultimately, this is what happens. These are the consequences, right? But this whole thing about you don't feel safe and everything else, an open house is open to the public, you guys. As somebody who knows what it's like to, sell a house and be a part of that whole entire process and how that goes and have opening houses, having private showings, having public showings, I know all about it, you guys. I know all about it. And I know for me, I never had anything in my house that could trace back to me. Like, that's just, I don't know, selling a house 101, right? And my background's not even in real estate, right? So, but I knew that just off of the top, on what that was, right? But again, when you have somebody who is trying to extend their time and trying to present a false narrative that they're living the high life, they're not thinking big picture that by leaving a house junky or leaving out certain things that are going to cause them to get dragged, that is going to come back and backfire on them, right? And then lying to the people that it was a private showing when it was in fact a very public showing. Anyone literally off the street could have came through that house and viewed it, you guys. But again, this is what happens when people are short-sighted, right? When they think that they are getting back at the ex, and literally you embarrass yourself in front of an entire fan base doing these shenanigans, right? And so these are the things that happen as a result of that, right? These are the things that happen as a result of that, to where you end up getting embarrassed, you end up getting exposed, and now it's a problem, right? But everything since, there hasn't been anything that has been indicative of me that Destiny is in danger, you guys. Unless I'm missing something, I have not seen or heard anything that has indicated to me that Destiny or her child is in any form of danger, you guys. All this tells me is that somebody is embarrassed about what was displayed at that open house. And since they don't have anywhere else to turn, instead, since they don't have anywhere else to go, they're now going the opposite direction. They're going the victim route. They're going the, woe is me, I am unsafe, I need to be protected. And these are things that you need to investigate, you guys. These are things that you need to validate with receipts if in fact somebody really is in danger, or if they're just really scared of what else somebody can uncover about them that they do not want revealed, which is why we still have questions about what the real reason is that you and LeBaric are no longer together, that you refuse to tell the people, right? So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.